Hey everybody, and welcome to King of Shadows 1111, and this is Queen of Light 1111 here with your reading. So hopefully you guys have excuse me, watched my reading over at the Queen of Light 1111 channel. And it's important to see that one first, just to really kind of understand what masculine and feminine are going through as related to each other and what is happening in their connection. Because in this reading, we're going to look at just solely masculine's energy. We're looking at his overall energy, right? So where is he today? What's he experiencing today? And then we're going to look at those energies as related to his divine feminine and any karmic patterns or karmic cycles. So I'm still seeing that karmic situations are over. I feel like it's truly fears that are making people feel like they're still stuck in a karmic pattern or in a karmic cycle. I had to sit with this for a little bit to make sure that I'm reading this correctly. So if you want to book your own personal reading, coaching session, or healing session, go to queenoflight1111.com. Let's go ahead and get started with the bottom of the deck for divine masculine's energy. So masculine, he's in the energy of planning, being patient. He's planning his next move. In his overall energy, he's at the crossroads. He's getting ready to make a decision. What does this have to do with? Relationships. The Lover's card. Has to do with his relationships. Has to do with his divine feminine. Has to do with, karmic partners. It has to do with other types of relationships, but there is some sort of planning going on. He is in his truth. He is standing in his integrity. He's ready to place up some boundaries and some barriers. There is an energy of evaluation and awakening that has happened because he is in his mastery. Masculine's in his mastery. He really is. I know that it may not feel like that in the 3D reality for those of you who are not in communication or still, not seeing or sensing your counterpart. But that's probably because he hasn't made the move yet. But he is planning to do something here on his journey. Let's see what that means for divine feminine. We have the Death card. Some sort of ending, some sort of transformation of what? What's the ending of? Being stuck. We got this card in the reading that I did for the collective on the Queen of Light 1111 channel. So there is an end. He wants to end being stuck. He wants to end being stuck in an argument with his feminine. He wants to be in an end to the repetitive patterns of fighting with his feminine. There is an energy of wanting to end this stuck behavior, this stuck cycle. He wants to end doing the same thing over and over and over again. He's just done with, being stuck. He's done with the argument. He's done with the repetitive nature. So his energy towards his feminine, there's some sort of offer of change that is coming. And this change will affect what's happening in this breakup, right? So right now, maybe things are feeling dead and dull and inactive. But there is some sort of offer that is going to be coming that will bring in change to this inactivity that is happening in the connection with feminine right now. So his energy towards his feminine is there's some sort of offer of change. He wants to create some sort of change in this breakup, right? And when he thinks about this change, he's really wanting to transition into a more peaceful place, but there's some fears, there's some anxiety about how to make his wishes come true. He wants to bring in change, he wants to bring in an offer, but the more he thinks about, wanting to bring in some sort of communication and shift in their connection, he's scared. He's looking ahead though, right? Remember, look at this. We have Two of Wands in his overall energy. We know that he's thinking about his relationships. Well, here it is. He's made the decision. Three of Wands is a decision made. What is the decision? That he wants a brand new beginning. He wants to start a new cycle with his divine feminine, and he's hiding it right now. He's hiding it. He's keeping that to himself right now. Because there's a lot of mental conflict. There's a lot of mind games. You know, he starts to mentally defeat himself when he thinks about communication and how he has to address his deceit. Okay? Because perhaps that has not been resolved just yet. So there is some sort of offer. There's a gestating that is happening. And the more he thinks about coming forward to make an offer, he gets a little stressed out about how to make his wishes come true. But he knows that he's made a decision that he wants a new cycle with his feminine. But when he thinks about starting this cycle, he knows it needs to start with communication. And that scares him. Because he knows he must deal with the shadiness. What is his energy towards the karmic? 3 swords. Heartache. Betrayal. Sadness. 10 of wands. Overwhelming about somebody else. Third parties. So here I can see that he is overwhelmed. He's overwhelmed, okay? He's overwhelmed by his decision here that he wants to be with feminine. He's overwhelmed that he knows that this connection with the karmic has to end. He has to betray her or, you know, make her sad, whatever it is. I mean, there's some sort of grief and sadness that is overwhelming him because there's someone else that he wants to be with. And he knows that he has to let this person know and take responsibility for his actions and for his feelings. So his energy towards this karmic or third party, the Empress card flew out and I was like, oh wow, does he see this person as the Empress? But no, 3 of Cups, Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine is that, you know, 3 of Cups energy here because it's not here. She's not participating, but her energy is very much a part of this karmic connection, right? There's no talkie here. There's no conversation here. But she is in his energy and it affects the current connection. And this is why at the bottom of the deck, we're seeing that he must take responsibility for what he wants with someone else. And here we have the Empress. And we have the 3 of Cups with the Dog card. So I do feel that there is this energy where he's like, my divine feminine who has that cup for me is the person that I want to be with. She's my loyal, devoted, faithful companion. There is this Queen of Wands, the karmic, you know, that I do have a soul connection with, but who I am also deceiving. I'm deceiving this karmic. I'm being two-faced and pretending I want to be in this relationship, but I don't want to be in this relationship. And so there is this balancing act. There's some sort of exchange happening. And here's the Fool card, right? There's this energy here around some sort of reciprocity, how to bring in balance for a new beginning and really lift out of negativity. So it's interesting to me that he has the Fool card here for the feminine and then the Fool card here for the karmic. So it's like this energy of like, what to do? Where do I want my new beginning to be? What do I want my new beginning to be? Am I going to continue to deceive this person that I'm with? Or am I going to, you know, be faithful and loyal and move on? Be faithful and loyal to myself and move on to the love that I know that I want to be with, which is my divine feminine. So it just feels like he's really trying to balance out himself and his emotions for this new beginning so he can lift out of negativity, lift out of this connection because it's over. There's an ending that he is nurturing right now. And this Queen of Pentacles is him, right? We saw in the feminine and the divine masculine, divine feminine reading on Queen of Light that he is becoming more vulnerable. He's gone through a tower moment And hence we have here the Queen of Pentacles showing us that that is the masculine, that there is an ending to this connection with the karmic. And he is nurturing himself right now. So there is a karmic ending. And I like that the masculine hasn't quite returned yet, because, you know, look at 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords here. We've got the Wheel of Fortune here, the 10, Death card. It just feels like, let him sit in these ashes. Let him cool down from this so that he can rise to be this magician that we know that he can be. So right now, he's planning, he's making decisions from a place of mastery, from a place of truth, from a place of justice, from a place of awakening. What is that decision? For feminine, he wants to end the arguments. He wants to end the stuck energy. He wants to bring in some sort of shift into the connection. He wants to start a new cycle. And with the karmic, what's the decision? That there is this grief and sadness that he needs to take accountability for, because he is wanting to be involved with someone else, and that someone else is his feminine. But he knows now, he's aware that he has been really deceptive of this karmic, right? Deceiving himself even, right? Yes, this was some sort of soul connection for him, but, you know, they were both in it for some sort of karmic lesson. And so now he's trying to balance out how to take a leap of faith out of this negativity. But this connection is ended. It is ended. Let's get some parting cards here. Let's get one card. I don't even know what my question is, but let's get one card for his overall energy, one card for masculine's energy towards his feminine, and one card for the karmic. All right, what should the question be? Let's see. What should the question be? How about next step? What's masculine's next step on his spiritual journey? Wow, you can't make this up. Dear John, rejection, cold hard truth, breaking up, set boundaries, final word, cutting cords. Didn't we say that? Making a decision about relationships. With the karmic, it's all about that energy of really ending things, the final word. And we saw that here, 10 of Swords. Okay, let's see. What is masculine's potential next step towards his divine feminine? Too many cards. Flag, look at this. Achievement, recognition, overthrow, success, victory, mastery. Plans are coming to fruition. King of the mountain. He is, see, this is like a 6 of Wands energy. It's like a public victory. He's recognizing his feminine. So he's going to come forward. His plans are coming into fruition. Let's get a card for the karmic. Roses, love, romance, affection, appreciation, devotion, gifts, friendship, infatuated, tender, yearning, attached. I do feel like there is love in this connection for this karmic or third party, but I also do feel like through this connection that he's had here, he has experienced love and friendship. He's experienced how to actually love, how to be devoted, how to be tender. I do feel that this masculine has grown a great deal because of that karmic pattern and as part of that karmic lesson. So it just feels like masculine is making some plans from a place of mastery, and he's getting ready to set some boundaries to face some cold, hard truths about love, about victory, about the things that make him, that are aligned for him. I hope this makes sense. And if you guys want to book your own personal reading, coaching session, or healing session, go to queenoflight1111.com. Have a great day. Bye.